Here with me is Faisal Yahya. He is, and I've been wanting to say this, he is an early pioneer of cybersecurity in Indonesia. He is a prominent figure with over progressive 20 plus years of experience in the field. He is a cybersecurity strategist who works with corporations and enterprises in identifying their offensive and defensive security strategies, and currently the country manager of Vantage Point Security, which is a pen testing firm based out of Singapore. Your career has always been around those two landscapes of offensive and defensive. So, was there a turning point in your career that made you realize that, wow, I really enjoy cybersecurity? I really enjoy the full process of both offensive and defensive. What was that turning point?
By understanding myself, I was a lone wolf
Okay.
before. I'm a person who always enjoying with book, learning by myself at my own pace at my own time. So at the time that there's a lot of things that I can learn personally without having too much involvement with the other people. That is actually the turning point. A cybersecurity, you cannot say yourself as a cybersecurity person unless you keep studying uh, and you have a progress on maybe annual basis.
Mhm.
So a cybersecurity person is a process, not a completion. For example, if we want to learn about the cloud, for example, we need to have a cloud. We need to rent a space in cloud. When we want to learn to become a database administrator, we need to have a database. That should be, you will need to have a data from someone else. There's a lot of improvement involvement from other people or the external parties. But cybersecurity is very unique. You have a website right now. You can see many companies have the website. Those things is online. So you can take a visit for a while and you
Yeah.
can check. You can do anything. You can create your own lab. You can having your at home lab to excel your skill.
Mm.
That is less dependence with other people's. So that is actually the turning point. What makes me very excited on this area actually. I can have my own time studying. I enjoying studying outside of my working hours, and I still doing that.
Tell me about obstacles that you had to face in your career.
Okay, the only obstacles is in cybersecurity, you cannot tell people what you read. You need to tell people your experience,
Mm.
meaning that you have to do the work. You need to do the hands on.
Mm.
But the problem right now is the time is very limited, while the possibility is unlimited, meaning you need to focus on the specific niche before you get deep in that area.
Mm. Mm.
Previously, I'm working very in more longer time on defensive, so I study a lot about the defensive certification. But now I'm working in the offensive, and then I switch myself to study more about the offensive. So this is not because of where I work. This is more like where the maximum time that I can allocate in related my professional activities.
For up and coming young professionals in the field, what skills or domain will you tell them to focus on if it's always changing?
Okay, people always think cybersecurity is just a single knowledge area. Actually, it is not. Right now, because of the increasing of the technology as well, there's many knowledge area that joining the cybersecurity. In one example, artificial intelligence. In the other example, the machine learning, which is we talk more about the statistic. We talk about the mathematics, and then we're talking about, let's say, what we call lately about user and entity behavior analysis. That is more like a psychology. This is now where when the cybersecurity attack is related more with psychology. In example, it's COVID-19. The attack what happened on 2020 is more related with the COVID-19. That's not just about the technology. It's more with the psychology as well. People getting more attention when they saw the recent news. They click on that. without being aware that this link could potentially bring a damage more than the good things. Okay, so cybersecurity knowledge is expanding. The ability for people to keep study and improve, learn, relearn, unlearn about things. It's very, very helpful when you are interested in cybersecurity area. And also you need to have a passion to learn more. A degree in cybersecurity is not really kind of measurable things. So you need to keep practicing. You need to keep active and engage with people in the specific area. Don't limit yourself. I'm not saying the specific knowledge area that you need to comprehend, but your ability to think, to study, that is your biggest asset.
I agree.
So taking care of the brain, what I say, that's it's a lot more important because you need to keep study. There's no graduate in cybersecurity. You keep studying.
What or who inspires you?
um Specifically about cybersecurity, there's no specific person that inspiring me, but for informational security at that time was my father.
Okay.
When I'm 9 years old, my father bringing computer at home. I still
Mm,
remember the very old computers now.
mm,
He don't take a school. He study by book.
mm,
Everything he become a programmer that time by himself by just simply reading the book.
mm,
Every Sunday morning he play with the computers. My first questions at that time, I'm just keep wondering when this computer can start talking. I always have in mind that every computer should have an ability to talk by themselves.
How old were you
So
when you had this thought?
yeah,
How old were you?
as a child, I'm watching cartoon too much that time. So when my father working with the computer, so that is inspire me. And then later on, he learned about the how to make a program, and I learned how to make a virus that time. I'm study about the assembly language that time. We working on different part, but those things actually a trigger moments, and then having me to very curious to study more about the details on the process and bring me up to now. So that is uh, yeah, what's actually inspiring me to join this information system, not specifically on cybersecurity, but what brings me to cybersecurity in specific because my curiosity to learn about the details of the process, and because of what I saw from my father is he can learn by himself but just reading book. I'm following him exactly up to now. So I would prefer to study at my own time, at my own pace, and with my own resources in my own locations. So I'm kind of a lone wolf. So those things would happen.
Thank you again for joining this Becoming Techie series. I really enjoy my time as always speaking with you. Hopefully, the next time
Well,
when we do this recorded session, we'll be talking about
okay.
different
We
things that
wait
we
for that.
learn. Awesome.
Thank
Thank you, Faisal. I'll speak with you soon.
you. Okay. Speak soon.